of July. What's wrong with me? I'm a little tired. I've yet to really have a good rest in the last few days. And I am just real quickly, I've got everything. I'm trying to get myself here so I can see myself live. Can I push this up? Well, here's what I've been working on. Okay, it's open. Working on this last minute project that came up in the last week, and I've already already written the script, got it okayed, and then and let's see, I'm still trying to get to my page here. Hold on. I'll try and find me live. But it's about otters. So there's an otter. Oh, I can't quite move this. Sorry, so there we go. There's a raccoon. So I should have a bunch of this pencil tomorrow, I believe. I still have to do the layout and everything else, and it has to be done. I still haven't found. Still trying to find myself going live, which I haven't. So maybe I will someday here. Give me just a moment. View your channel. I've got my pens. There we go. I found myself live. There we go. Okay. I am here. So let's get going here. See if anyone's okay. There we go. All right. It's looking crooked. I don't know why. Here we go. How's that? This wire out of the way. All right. Now, last week when I did this, I posted this on my Facebook page. Oh, wait. I did see something else. I saw Jon Stewart had posted, comment on my post. Jon Stewart, elephants doing the two-man luge. Well, I don't need the scene, but I might pick up on the elephants. Busy few days. I've been in a lot of different places. But last week, I guess, Elaine Cornelius, Kat, and Cheryl said, let's see what we got. Ice skates, tacos, and flour. And I'm going to pick up on John's elephant. Let's see what. One thing is, I don't want to put it 3/4. I keep putting everything 3/4, and I don't want to do that this time. How about that? So let's see. John's in North Carolina. I've lost my live. Here we go. Found it. All right. Let's see what I might do. Let's see, ice skates, tacos, and a flower. There's nobody here, so I am not talking much. Always like to give it a little hat. Next weekend is Pioneer Days, and I think I'm just going to be there on just Saturday. Just Saturday. I don't have a place to stay over there, so I'll come back Saturday night. And I'll be drawing free happy animals. And tomorrow I plan on. Oh, what do we got here? The voice. Oh, hello, Andrea. How are you? I'm tired. You're not much on Facebook, are you, anymore? I don't see you over there. You see what I've been up to over there. I'm pretty busy. It's that time of year. I'll be at Pioneer Days next weekend in South Orange County, but I can only stay one day because I don't have a place to stay. So it'll be only Saturday, one day only. I'm really considering the projects. I got Springs Fest, which I've done a series of comic books for. We've done 5 of them until the virus hysteria, and then we stopped. Everything stopped, needlessly, frankly. Uh, doing number 6. Only came up Tuesday. I have no time. I have to have it done in time to print it. So, a week from now, I need to have most of it all penciled, inked, ready to go. I've already got a couple pages penciled. I've already got the script written, script approved. We'll put Taco Town for the tacos. That's in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Very good place. Very inexpensive. So much so you just really wonder, why is everybody else so expensive? How is it that they're so cheap? But they are. Always have been. And it's a locally owned and operated place. Yeah, I hadn't seen you on there at all. Are you going to do any more lives? My intent was to get back into doing it, but I don't know. I've got a lot of other projects going on now. And I am traveling around a little bit. I might be. I don't know what's going on with Daytona 500, because I may be going into D-Land tomorrow. Unless there's a rain delay, and there may be, because those storms were tough stuff coming through here. I can't. Can you see if there's been a? A cartoonist friend's wife. News. 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 All right. No. Okay, it looks like it's done. It's already over with. Yeah, okay, just 7 minutes ago. Tyler Reddick from Michael Jordan. Is that the basketball player? It storms. Must be storm. I mean, it's still lightning, thundering here. Is Michael Jordan the basketball player or football player, whatever he is? I don't know. Well, if it's fit, yeah, bike week. Uh, well, of course, I wasn't here yet when bike week came in. Um, so I don't know what I'm going to find this coming through here. But where I used to live, it was loud, and I'm actually closer where I am than where I was. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'll find out, I guess. But I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, I guess I will be going to DeLand tomorrow. Going to meet a friend over at Perkins. It's actually the wife of an old cartoonist person named Ken Mitroni, and his wife is going to meet me. It looks like we're trying to get some other people to come, but it looks like it's going to be me that I'm aware of. But Ken, you know, you see him all the time at the old Orlando cons, and very good cartoonist. And if you see animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's Ken somewhere in there. He helped design a lot of that and so on. But his wife Beth, they both are from this, but you're from Volusia County, and Beth always comes over here every Daytona 500. She comes to go to the race, and they have a few acres in between D-Land and seems like it's what D-Land and not Daytona really, but more toward Holly Hill, but it's closer to D-Land. But she always goes to that Perkins. So I said, I'll drive on over there. And Tuesday, I'm here. And Wednesday, where's my calendar? I got so much going on. And that's why maybe it's good I just do one day Saturday. Because I've got so much happening. Because Friday did something I wasn't expecting. Wednesday, I've got 11 a.m. and then a 3:30 meeting, and then Thursday. Oh, Friday's opening his campaign. Friday, I'm supposed to go to a Pasco County meeting, but I haven't heard back. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll try again tomorrow. And then Pioneer Days, which looks like it's just going to be Saturday, and I'll be back. I'll be there Sunday. I'll be back here Sunday, it looks like, and I got to finish up that coloring comic book. I was only asked to do a quick coloring book, but I want to do it. It's got to be comics. Yesterday, I met up with Christopher Sinclair in the Villages, and it was his group, a member of his group, that got me to realize I need to be doing comic books. Now, what I'm drawing is based upon the Cornelius gang. Last week, and I only saw it about an hour ago, actually had responded to my asking if you about drawing something, and had put ice skates, tacos, and a flower. And then John Stewart over my Facebook page had just put I said about elephants and the luge, which is the Olympic thing. When I saw my friend Christopher in the Villages, his mother was watching the luge. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just do the skates. Mostly because I don't understand the whole luge thing. I don't even understand how skates work. Well, get back to your lives. It's a long leg for an elephant. It's actually a small body for an elephant, too. Well, if you feel like going to D-Land, I'll be over at Perkins. That's on the other side of D-Land, on the north side of it. Try to get a hold of John Beatty to see about joining us, but I hadn't heard back from him. I don't know, he may be at doing a drawing at a convention some part of the country. But it was also kind of last minute. And I got a hold of Craig Zablo, and he couldn't meet. They've got all kinds of health issues. Their parents are his wife's parents are still alive, and she's up there in herself. I mean, we all are. They must be in their 90s. So an elephant with a how's that elephant on ice and he's carrying something from Fort Walton Beach? I didn't think that about that till it was too late. But I'll be at a meeting tomorrow night, and I plan to get there a bit early so I can work on these coloring pages, these comic book pages. It's a story about an otter who wants to make a sandwich, but he doesn't plan ahead. I don't know if you can see all that or not. I'm not sure if I can rise that a little bit. That may work better, maybe not. Yeah, that should work pretty much better. There we go. I wish you could go out more, but that's about best it does. Melissa Busby. Hello, Melissa Busby. How are you? You feeling better? Oh, this doesn't apply to Andrea, but Melissa, I might go over meet. I got to first. I need to meet up with the Cornelius gang. I have some books for them. Oh, I hope so. Andrea, I had some Sudoku books for Caleb. I got them a long time ago, and I was at a a memorial service today, um, and we were at the reception thing, or whatever you call it, afterward, was talking about Operation Shoebox, in which they take. You're going to go, all right, never mind. That's another time. If you want, call me. Thank you for your help, Melissa, with the book, with the otter book. I'll probably have a lot more of that pencil tomorrow. And this is coming, this drawing. And by the way, I'm going to approach the illustration to this Otter book more illustrative than comic book. I mean, coloring book. I mean, it'll definitely be coloring book, and maybe along these lines. But I just need it to be more illustrative. And then I'm also going to get copies of it as it's turning out. I was at a Republican Federated Women meeting yesterday morning in the Villages, and I was talking. I forget exactly how this came up, but what I'm going to do is in April, I'm going to be one of the speakers, and I'm going to talk about Silver Spring State Park, hiking, going outside, outdoors, and I'm going to pass out copies of this coloring book to them. And Lisa Sopp has already agreed to make about 35 extra copies, so we'll give those out in April. As I'm pointing out to her, there's also be advertisement for her water, though they don't do, they test water, but they won't do it for a residential place. They do it on a larger scale. But still, it's what the heck, gets the name out. And they would know it in the Villages. Not they know much of anything there. I went over to Stavros with my friend Christopher Sinclair. I hadn't seen him in a long time. He can't get out and about much. It's just with the death of Kirsten and some other friends, there was actually 2 funerals this weekend. I've got to get out and go see some people I don't usually go see. Which is also why I'm going to D-Land tomorrow to go see Beth, who's visiting to see the Daytona 500. Her husband, Ken, isn't here, but I'll just visit with Beth. She and Ken grew up in Volusia County. Ken's animator over there, illustrator, so on. I do not know where this is. Or anime. Oh, okay. Is that manga books? Is what manga books? I thought you were leaving, Andrea. What did she? Not clear. Because Andrea's what is it just if Andrea happens to still be here, I got a number of Sudoku books for Caleb, and I never got them, and it looks like I may never get them there. So I'm going to give them to Project Shoebox, and they're going to be sent to the troops. I was talking to some friends who do that every week, including one of the people who helps out is 96 years old, and they send out boxes for the troops. I said, I got these Sudoku books. Oh, yeah. Sudoku. The game, Sudoku, you figure out numbers on a... Never mind. Go look at Soduka. Sudoku. Yeah, I just spelled it. Yeah, it's a game. You have to figure out how the numbers work. There you go. What Melissa wrote. It's a math solving game. Or some of it's very popular with our soldiers, as I learned. So, in case I never get them to you, and I don't actually have them handy right now. They're somewhere in the storage room here. Oh, I know where they are. But anyway, I'll pass them over to my friends, and they'll be sent out to our soldiers overseas or wherever. Apparently, the Villages has they do Operation Shoebox. By the way, that's a year-round thing, not just Christmas. But apparently, the Villages. I just realized I'm wearing headphones, and I don't know why. Anyway, the Villages has 2 warehouse areas that they use to do it, and they apparently pump out 1,000 boxes every few days or so. Whereas my friends here are lucky to get a couple dozen when they can. Mostly all gray hairs doing it, so the energy's not there. And I'm sorry I won't be at Springs Festival because I could sign all these, but I'm going to be at the Antiquarian Book Fair. There I have a place to stay. Not at Pioneer Days. Oh, I saw William Billy sent me today that Dixie Fried Chicken's going to be over at Pioneer Days this weekend. You should come out, Melissa, if you can. All right, see you later, Andrea. Your son can always join in too, you know. You do. So you stop reading books? I'm kidding. I've actually slowed down a bit. I just read a whole bunch of. I've read some American Revolution books that have come out in the last 10 years or so. DEI plugged in. Frustrating as all get out. Because I started reading them for doing the 250th thing. And very frustrating. No wonder children are running out of their schools to go. We'd rather wave signs than learn this and that stuff. Yeah, the one book was excusing itself that well it doesn't really recognize the difference. You know the history of the American Revolution during that time they didn't recognize different genders, and black people weren't treated. Unbelievable. Bye, Andrea. And if you get a chance to do the thumbs up, I appreciate it. I do need to try. I really should try to ink these pages here, and I may. We'll see. I need to be doing that somehow this week. I'm not sure how I'll do that yet. Busy, busy, busy. I'm also trying to figure out what else I'm going to do while I'm in D-Land. So I really should come back. Oh, I have to. I can't stay long. I'm going to go meet with Beth, and I'm going to be at a meeting tomorrow night for our executive committee. Most of our for old. Well, not Melissa. You're a far older friend. Well, how do you say Andrea? Kirsten Angel. I've known for 20 years. End of February 28th will be 20 years since I moved up here. And it was a lot long after that I got involved with the Republican Executive Committee, and that's where Kirsten Angel was. And I first met her there. I never really got all that along with her until more recently. Oddly enough, when I came back from Brevard County. But I certainly knew of her, and we worked together and a whole ton of stuff. But she died here and was at the service today. So it was really sad what a bad showing it was of people. Whole bunch. I mean, even some of her family members I know weren't there. That was really strange. But I've noticed that at a couple other services I've been at, people aren't showing up, and I don't know why. Are they scared? Is it really just you just don't want to go to memorial services? I guess it's just odd. What do you think about this drawing, Melissa? And this is coming from a week ago when Elaine Cornelius typed in ice skates, tacos, and flour. It was Kat Libby who typed in tacos, and Cheryl Cornelius who typed it flour. And then today, just before I started, John Stewart typed in elephant doing the luge. And so I'm not going to do the luge thing, but I will do the elephant. It's just humorous. Yeah. Well, it was funny. It was mostly us. From the Republican Party. She worked for the state attorney's office. You know that job here in Marion County. In fact, if you did any work with Marion County, you very well may have talked to Kirsten. And the only person who was from that office was the pastor who did the service. He had also worked at the state attorney's office with Kirsten. But no one else had shown up from there. Otherwise, there was a spattering of family members and it was done, of course, at her church, so there were church members. But really, and I noticed that at what were the other services I've been to recently? What was it? I guess it was 2 years ago when Marguerite Kavanaugh's husband died. I know he was connected to everything imaginable in the area, and it was It was a big Catholic church, and I drove it all the way over from Brevard County And it was not for, I just thought maybe there was something else about him I didn't know. I don't think so. But which makes it more interesting because Judy Delk's husband died around the same time. And I understand that was a pretty good showing, but she didn't, she's one of Kirsten's family members and didn't show up today, which I don't understand. And one of the one person who was really posting a lot about Kirsten's death, Sheila Arnett, didn't show up, or her husband Earl, who both knew. I mean, Kirsten helped Earl get elected, for heaven's sakes, to the county commission years ago. No, very well posted. It was all over. It was on Facebook. I got one sent personally directly to me. In fact, it was Sheila Arnett who I got it from on Facebook, and yet she and her husband weren't there. Now Bridget Smith is on a Christian missionary trip. She's in charge of the executive committee, so I understand why she's not there. Though I don't think she should be making these trips. I think it's very dangerous to go into Africa right now. And Randy Osborne, I think, is up at Tallahassee, but he gets paid to do that. Well, there are services I would have gone to if I knew about them. Just here in the last month, who was that? Someone I knew died, and I didn't find out about it till after the fact. Or one of them I found out the day of, or day after, or something like that. Yeah. And what was really shocking to me was Kirsten was at her last Republican meeting and sat right. She came in on a walker, first time I've ever seen her with a walker, and she sat right by where I was. And she was just so happy to be there. Turns out she wasn't supposed to be there. She wasn't supposed to leave her bed. And so she'd come out because she wanted to be at the meeting, and that was the last thing she did. She was dead 3 days later. But who knows who's going to go next? Could be me. We'll see if I make it to D-Land. The other thing, Beth has a horse over there in California, and Ken's also a huge train nut like I am. But can you come out to Pioneer Days just for fun? Just for the fun of coming out? Dixie Fried Chicken will be there. Probably can't eat it. I shouldn't eat it. I'm trying to be a little careful about it. I need to. I'm going to drop. I've been walking and getting around a lot more than I had been. And I do want to I want to go back and get, I need to get Marshall Moreno, 93, and Marv Bennett together. Marv's in Mount Dora, and I need to get them both together. I promised I would about 3-4 years ago before all this house stuff started, and I got to make it happen. I think I first need to go visit Marvin for a little bit, and then I'll have to do like a whole trip that just involves them. But it's going to be a matter also if I can afford it, and I still have to move again. So I got to work all that in. But I'm just concerned because who knows? What? Stop tempting fate. What fate? Yeah, I'm just concerned. Seems like the only way I'm going to get Marshall and Marvin, the only person who's going to get Marshall and Marvin together is me. I want them to meet up. They haven't seen each other in about as long as I just saw Marshall, 15 years, 20 years, something like that. And Marvin was the one who had the caricature stand out at downtown Disney when I drew out there. And Marshall was doing silhouettes and some stuff like that. And also, I want to get Marshall back to Gabriel's and draw Kyle Gabriel. But I need to go back and wave some signs for Christine Moore. I was there, waved signs for 45 minutes or so. But we had the times all off because the times she mentioned were morning, but I could have sworn she said like 3 to 6. How's that? I think she got confused about it. I think she's trying to run her own campaign, and she's not. I don't know what's going on with her. Someone else I don't understand. How does she have help? My friend Erin Huntley was at the meeting Friday. She did such a great job. She explained who's running in Orange County. Here's who's running against them. This is what we need to do for wins in Orange. I mean, I just watched that amazed, in awe. If only I was seeing that in other counties. Nope. She's very good. Almost wish she would not win the House and get her to be in charge of the RPOF. That's exactly what the RPOF needs. That mindset. What you said, I'm next. I'm next. I'm next. Dixie Fried Chicken, I'm next. Give me a hot chicken. If well, so you just think this looks humorous, not really good. Well, I hope this otter thing looks okay. I can't put much time into it because I got to turn around so fast. Then I still want to get this Valentine's thing done. I gotta pencil those 2 pages and it'll be done. And I just gotta finish. Most of it's laid out already. It's an expect to do a Springs Fest book, which I'm gonna get paid for, by the way. Oh, it's good. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I'm just moving pens across paper. I have no idea what I'm doing. And Grace Tuning I think she turns 90 on Friday. And I need to do something about her birthday, but I'm not sure what yet. Today is 2/15. This is Marsha Eaton's birthday. Or yesterday, yeah, today's is Eaton's birthday. Yeah, I guess she took down her birthday. Marsha's 65 or 66. Marsha was asking about Marsha. Marsha's, I don't understand. We've had this nonstop love-hate relationship, and she's mad at me about something. I was mad at her. Now she's mad at me. I wasn't returning her calls. Now she's not returning mine. Oh, I don't see any birthdays being posted here. Kathy Bailey, good pal, Kathy Bailey, and she's 80. Oh, I forget. Bippy Boyer's birthday's today. I should draw a beanie for a hat. Stupid me. What do you read? What are you reading about, Melissa? What are you reading about? It could just be one word. I've lost mine. One word. What are you reading? Tomorrow will be 16 years since your grandma passed. Still miss her. Yeah, this 20. Well, it's oddly the same day of Grace's birthday will also mark 20 years or 10 years since my father died. What do you just? You just put one word. What are you reading about? You can put two. You can put three. You're reading about Laura Wilder. Wait a minute. Are you posting that you're reading about Laura Wilder's mother, Caroline, or that your grandmother was Laura Wilder's mother, Caroline? I'm confused. Bippy Boyer is hilarious and a great guy. My dear friend Debbie Schaefer introduced me to him. He used to wear a beanie. He used to do caricatures. He doesn't do them anymore. Lives up in Buffalo. Well, I'm glad your grandmother was Laura Ingalls Wilder's mother's sister's brother. But I don't know if I understand that. Yeah, I was driving Marshall through College Park because I stopped at the P.O. box and driving him to Gabriel's and explaining how everything had been botched around there so badly. Did you see the menu for Albert Drugs that someone posted? I used to have one. I'm not clear. I may have lost it in the move because I don't know if it was actually in my Florida collection or not. Makes it hard for Zachary. I didn't think he cared about his father, his grandfather, or his, what was that? Grandfather. Old stuff. I didn't say your name, but I was explaining that I know someone who's, it was today during during when we were sitting, we're talking about old stuff. Yeah, because talking to my friend Gary, I'm mentioning how I know someone whose family throws everything away. So they shouldn't keep anything old. And Gary started telling me he's in on top of the world, the retirement community in here in Ocala, or down in Ocala. And he was saying that he says he know it. He says all his neighbors are always throwing, or the kids are throwing everything out. He said one time he used to dumpster dive when he was younger and more fit. And he said what was all he said he found all kinds of stuff. What was it? I can't remember what he said. Oh, he found someone had thrown out a bunch of lights, the tube lights, and it was a whole. I guess they were all through the house, and they threw them all away. Perfectly fine. He pulled them all out, and he said his house now all throughout the house they have these lights from that he picked up that someone thrown out. I mean, that's basically what happened to the garage at the old house I had. I believe they just threw everything out. Didn't look at it. Didn't bother to see anything. Just threw it out. I bet some things were picked up and kept, like the Macintosh computers I had in there, which are worth a fortune now. Then and now, but oh well. Don't get me upset. I don't need that again. I don't want to repeat Christmas Eve again. Oh, okay. What's OP? Here in a second. Where was the secondhand store? What's OP? OP? Operational. I'm not good with acronyms. You have to explain those. Yeah, those American Revolution books I read were very disturbing. That came out recently. I'm giving them bad reviews. There's some good stuff in there, but you gotta. One was just nonstop excusing. I mean, the American Revolution had to do with the freeing of this country having a constitution, a Bill of Rights, and all. But this last book I read was all about got every little angle that could be done about slavery was throughout the book, and it didn't make any sense because it only spoke about this country or what was again only 1913 colonies and slavery, and didn't speak anything about the rest of the planet and slavery. No context at all. It was just really badly handled, and obviously done salaciously. It wasn't done to. That's rotten. It was oh, College Park. OP. Oh, CP. Oh yeah. College Park. Flamey X3. Yes, you've been here before. Flamey X3. It was called the Bee's Knees. Where was Bee's Knees? It wasn't in College Park, was it? What are you up to, Flamey X3? Were you watching the Daytona 500? Were you racing cars? Flamey X3, I think, just came from Daytona Beach from the track. No, we need to go visit our people we know that we can go visit while they're still alive, so we don't have to worry about Problem is, I know too many people. That's a problem. That is a problem. Green Drive. Oh, okay. Yeah, in the strip where Enterprise 17-1 used to be. Exciting ending to this 500. What was? I've been here. It ended while I was doing this program, I believe, if as I understand when I looked that up. I was good. Whether I visited Beth was a matter of whether or not they rain delayed the thing. So I've been planner that I am. I need to know whether I'm meeting tomorrow or not. But apparently, I will be going to D-Land. And I got to zoom back here for the meeting. Well, Flaming X3 came in here and said hi, and I guess too exhausted after driving the cars there at Daytona 500. Are you watching? I know way too much about the history of racing in Florida, and I learned that from Richard Larson, who I work with at Orlando City Hall. Little race car on the prairie. I, of course, never read the Little House on the Prairie books. Those are books for girls. We men didn't read those things. My sister read those, of course. Joe Kendra, American Detective. You're what? Who's Joe Kendra? Is that an old program or a new one? Did you see that thing about Jim Rockford? About that Bourne guy? I think he did Buffy the Vampire Slayer or something. Playing Rockford. I think I sent it to you, I think. It's interesting. They just shouldn't do it. Leave it alone. It's okay. There's no way you could do it today and not offend those who do the program, and there's no way you're not going to be able to update it. You're going to have to. And you're going to have to, you probably have to make Angel a black man. Bourne may be a homosexual, have to update it to today's whatever's. I'm not going to watch it anyway. They're just being sheep, not coming up with their own ideas. Yeah, just leave it alone. Wait till they do the updated Little House on the Prairie. I did come across it. How the heck did I come across? It's a movie called Time Changer from 2002. It's really good. Oddly enough, Gavin MacLeod and Hal Linden are in it. And how the heck did something had me go look for it. It popped up. I think it was something on Independent Movie Database. Somebody was in something else. I don't know. Jennifer O'Neill's in it, who used to be really out there with her viewpoint, but apparently, but then this is for 2022, so it's over 20 years old. Oh, I keep forgetting we're in America, so I keep forgetting the track goes this way. For the black man, will have to be Joe Santos' role. It's always someone in charge, and probably a woman, black woman. Now, if I was what Angela Davis, whoever these number of these black actresses are, who are always put in a presidential role in charge, they should be complaining about the racism of it because it is pure, flat out racism. I mean, what's the difference between making every black woman in charge of things and making them a maid? You're stereotyping. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Just to get some brownie points. I was talking to a black friend about that too, who agrees. Stop it. But, black women can have other roles too. Well, all right, how's that? For what it's worth. I mean, I could put other cars here, but with a David Bippy Boyer hat. You'd think more caricatures would have been wearing one of these beanies, but it's just Bippy that I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot in 47 years. Heading to. I really hope I can celebrate 50th anniversary of being professionally cartooning. I don't know. I'll be 2029. See if I live that long. Help Cecil. Help comes to mind. Who's Help Cecil? Help Cecil? Help? Help Cecil? Help? Who's Cecil? Cecil. Oh, who? Beanie and Cecil? Is that what you meant? I got to, the Orlando cons, Bob Clampett was there, who developed all that. I met him. I was young, so I think I was 10 or 11. You meant Beanie and Cecil? Is that what you meant? I'm actually trying to remember. I've got a Beanie and Cecil something or other I got while I was in Palm Bay, but it's in the storage room in Palm Bay, I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't. I got it while I was still on Maxwell. I mean, at the old house. I remember. It's in a box somewhere. I don't know. I sometimes wonder, will I ever see my... You take care of your storage room situation? I'm starting to wonder if I'll ever see my storage room stuff again. Oh, who told... Oh, Christopher Sinclair yesterday told me that he's got a storage room and his went up about $50 too a month. And he's on a very fixed income. He's severely disabled. Can't drive, can't do a lot of things. He was in a traffic accident that unfortunately did some bad stuff to his head, his brain. So there's a lot of stuff he can't really do. He could drive a golf cart, but that's it around the villages. He lives in the villages. The original the broken down mobile home park that started it. He's there, but they're all new mobile homes. Whoops, Beanie. Oh, I was going to bring with me yesterday something I want you to look at and tell me how the heck they made it. Because I got one of those. This was a month ago or more. I got one of these little figurines, and I don't understand how the heck they did it. I'm sure you can explain it, but I don't understand it. But I didn't bring them yesterday because I figured you weren't going to be able to meet. All right. There you go, Beanie, Cecil, and this originally was an animated cartoon that became a comic book, became little books, so on and so forth. Okay, well, enough of that. And actually, I think I drew this on the back of this. There we go, Taco Town, and there you go. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I gotta try to get a good night's sleep. Got woken up a couple nights ago. I don't know why. Got a lot going on. But thank you very much for being here. If you have a chance, if you're watching, do a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Have a good night, Melissa, and take care of yourself, please. See you later. Bye.